What is going on, you guys? So I'm gonna admit to you right now that these are my least favorite videos to do. But with all the good, you also have to cover the bad. So you guys have a good idea of what you're kind of walking into. So you don't walk in thinking you're, expecting this glorious place you're gonna live in. We got to make sure that we reveal everything about these cities that we're covering right now.
Yeah, today we're gonna talk about the 5 worst reasons for not living in Arvada. So what we don't like about our Arvada area, which is our roots. So hard topic, but we're gonna show you today.
All right, let's go. Hey, welcome back to the channel, you guys. We're your Colorado real estate family, Pete and Chelsea Sweeney here, bringing you all the content that you need to know about the Denver Metro North area. We love covering all the hot spots, even the bad spots that you need to know so that when you're looking to research into moving into the Denver Metro North area. So real quick, guys, we love bringing you this content. If you could give us a subscribe button if you haven't done so already, a quick thumbs up, hit that notification bell. That way you're notified every single time that we bring you a brand new video and you're constantly updated on these brand new areas because it's always changing. Guess what? We could do a video yesterday of the Denver Metro North and it's going to be changed a week from now too. So we're constantly trying to do what we can do to keep you updated in this area. So here we go. We're going to talk about the 5 worst things about living in Arvada. First one being walkability. All right, so Arvada has an old town that's amazing, right? You have great walkability there. You have all the cool little shops, the great little restaurants, but the rest of Arvada isn't having it at all. There is almost zero walkability in Arvada, and that's mainly because it was a bunch of farmland that's now being converted more into your houses. They have some shopping areas and such, but the walkability just really isn't there. You're going to have a car or Uber or whatever it might be in order to really travel around in the Arvada area. And that's kind of a con. I know like living in downtown Denver, people love the fact that you are able to walk everywhere you need to go, that you can take a bike, that you can do the things without having to have that automobile. Arvada just doesn't have it. It's very spread out. Like I said, the streets aren't all too friendly to walkers. Everything's kind of distance from each other. So that is a con. That is one of the worst things about living in Arvada is the walkability just really isn't there. So
yeah, and in the new neighborhoods, I think they're trying to kind of capture that. Like they're putting, look at 5 Parks, for example.
Yeah.
Like they're trying really hard to bring kind of that little central hub in the middle of them, but it's because it's lacking in Arvada. And so they're trying to figure out how do we bring that younger crew where they have a little bit of a hub, but it's just not the same. It just can't capture what some of the other areas are.
Yeah, it's just like I know that walkability's it's awesome, but it's not to say Old Town Arvada, great, and they're doing some great development around it too. So if you want that walkability, but you love the Arvada area, hey, Old Town Arvada is there for you. We actually just did a video. If you want to check out our other videos on the Old Town Arvada area, great area to be in for sure. But like I said, the majority of Arvada just really doesn't have that much walkability. So.
I will say, just because you talked about Old Town Arvada, I was just down there this last week at a restaurant, and they said that they're going to permanently close that off now. So it used to, so through Old Town Arvada, just a little digress here, you used to be able to drive through it, and then you still had all the walkability, but because of COVID, unfortunately, they blocked it off, but they decided to keep it that way. So the walkability will be even more, like you can walk literally in the street.
That's pretty,
So that is one thing, but again, the only real place in Arvada that has that, so.
Yep.
Okay, the second thing in reality is accessibility. Like we talk about in another video, the accessibility of Arvada, and it is there if you're in South Arvada because the only highway that really goes through there is Interstate 70, I-70, and so that goes east to west and goes actually all the way through the mountains, but it really only touches South Arvada, and because Arvada's only way to build was west and north, it is literally, gosh, how far do you think from North Arvada getting to I-70?
Oh, you're talking about time-wise?
Yeah.
You're probably usually looking at 30 minutes with good traffic.
Yeah, because, in North Arvada, we're talking, up to like 90th and Wadsworth and over west, and that's like really far from I-70. At that point, you're just hoping you can find another highway. So now we will say that obviously this has been identified as an issue because they're trying to put a tollway in, which will take over 93, which is kind of the main road going north and south, like from Boulder down to kind of Golden. And so they're trying to put a tollway in there. You said they were in like soil testing last time.
Last year they soil tested and everything, and I think now they're trying to get the funding. It's still, like I said, it's not all that popular because people who are in that part of Arvada, they love the fact that people can't access it easily, right? They like kind of being out there a little bit and such, but I think Arvada's really looking at it as, hey, if we want to grow Arvada, we need to bring this extra island.
Yeah, I'll give you an example. My mom lives over in Five Parks, and it's 19 miles away. And in traffic, it could take me 45 minutes to get there if I don't take a toll. And the toll doesn't go all the way there, which it will if they do this, and it would cut back a lot of time. And it's just really not that far. It shouldn't take me that long. But because you're taking the back roads and you have to deal with the traffic, that kind of leads us into kind of roads and why it takes so long.
All right, guys. So what we're going to cover right now is the roads that are in Arvada. So this is definitely something that Arvada is lacking right now. Is you're looking at a bunch of some 4-lane roads, but it gets congested. Arvada is getting pretty darn popular, and with those smaller roads, you got the congestion with the traffic and everyone coming home from work at the end of the day, leaving for work in the morning. It gets pretty congested with those smaller roads, and so that's something Arvada is definitely. I think they've acknowledged, or they know it's there. They're becoming popular with those communities. The roads need to be widened a little bit more, and it's happening. It might take a little bit more time than they anticipated, but at least with those widening of the roads, the congestion will come down a little bit more. But right now, it's just really it's a huge thing that's kind of deterring people from Arvada.
Yeah, and I also think that it's the speed limit too that makes the the drive time.
Yep.
So because these roads aren't highways and because they are kind of going through the communities, they're a lower speed limit, and so that kind of increases the time and stuff around. It might not just be traffic; it's also just how fast you can go through those areas.
I was trying to think of so Wadsworth is of course the main Arvada road. What else? How big is Sims? Is Sims really that?
I don't think so. It has too many.
What is that? Is that 2 or 4 lanes?
Sims is only 2.
2. Ralston's only. No, Ralston's 4.
I think it's 93. 93 would be the next one.
Well, yeah, I was just thinking about if we were to talk about moving in and about Arvada, what roads are really the bigger ones?
Sims turns and cuts, so it doesn't go all the way through. So.
So that's just something that it kind of sucks about Arvada. If you're in even moving in Arvada, it's going to take you a little bit longer with the speed limits, just like you mentioned, and then also just the congestion. It sucks.
Agreed.
So, cool.
So the 4th is shopping. So I don't know if it's because I'm a girl or a mom or whatever, but regardless, there really isn't that close of large shopping, like malls or anything like that. So yes, we have Colorado Mills, but it's in Golden. And yes, we have Flatirons, but that's in Broomfield. And so if you're in the middle of Arvada, yes, it's going to be 20 minutes to a mall, whether north or south. If you're in kind of South Arvada, it might only take 15 minutes or so to get over to Colorado Mills. And if you're in North Arvada, it might only take about 15 minutes to get to Flatirons. But if you're kind of in the heart of Arvada, like in the middle, it takes a minute to get to shopping. You got to think about 40 extra minutes on top of your day that you are commuting to go have fun somewhere. So, yes, there's some really fun things to do there, but that just might be a little outside what I want to do for commuting if I'm trying to just hop across to get to the mall or something. So
yeah, shopping's definitely, for moms out there and such, it's just, there's really no big malls. And I remember Chelsea brought it up to me. She's like, there really isn't shopping in Arvada. And I was like, what? No, there's not. Yeah, it's just, I see you got the 2 big, Flatirons is the main one, but then you've got Colorado Mills, but yeah, just Arvada really doesn't have those malls or any really good shopping.
You have your Target, your Walmart, all that you need. So it's all there. And of course, with the new development and everything, they have all the your necessities, like your King Soopers and all that. They have all that new stuff. Like even over on McIntyre. McIntyre's kind of blowing up with some restaurants and things like that. But not a shopping mall. So, that's important to me. I love taking the kids over and, enjoying the whole walking and getting some energy out. And because the walkability isn't really there, it kind of makes it hard if you don't also have a big place to walk and shop and all that. So
that's true. Yep. Very cool. All right, on to our final and 5th worst reason to move to Arvada, or I keep getting that mixed up. I don't know. It's 5, whatever. One of the 5th reasons why you don't want to move to Arvada is what it is. Is it's becoming very pricey there. And I wouldn't say very pricey. It's definitely increasing in as far as real estate goes faster than most of these other cities that we cover. So the average price point in the area for over the last year is right around $513,000. That's your average. So that includes your detached, your attached, pretty much all the houses that were sold in the Arvada area over the last year. And that's up like 10, almost 11%, 10.6% from last year, which is going, it's definitely, that's higher than most of these other cities that we're talking about. Broomfield, I think, is only 9. Thornton, I think it's around 7 something. So, I mean, it's increasing pretty fast, and that's because it's a popular place to be. It's right in the foothills. People want to be in Arvada, you know, even though you have that further of a commute and everything. It's becoming super popular, and people want to live there. So with that, real estate goes up.
Yeah, with being in the foothills, you know, you have a lot of active people in Arvada because, you know, they want the mountain life. They want to be able to go skiing in the wintertime. They want to be hiking the trails, and it's right there, you know, so you don't have to worry about the big commute. But then you also don't have to worry about all the weather that's associated with the mountains, and so Arvada becomes a very desirable area. Right outside of it, you have Boulder to the north, and then you have Golden to the south, both areas that are significantly higher than Arvada, so it becomes a really desirable place. And unfortunately has gone up. I mean, I grew up in Arvada, so from the moment I was there until now, oh my gosh, I can't even imagine the prices in comparison to that. But it is, you know, a more affordable than the surrounding couple cities that people are you know, nudged up into the foothills.
Yeah, we got a buddy who lives in Arvada, and he's always posting his videos of him riding his bike and stuff like that, and Green Mountain and all that stuff. It's it's pretty cool. Like,
it's super cool.
Yeah, but I mean, it's popular. You know, a lot of people like to do all the hikes, the trails, and all that stuff. So with that, prices go up, so it's getting more expensive.
Yeah.
But very good, guys. Well, that's the 5 worst reasons to move into the Arvada area. I keep on messing that up, I know, but it's whatever. It's in the title. Just read the title all over again. So very cool. So I mean, like I said, guys, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to this station or this channel. Give us a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell so that every time we send out a new video, we put out a new video every week, you're notified about that, and you can come in and watch us and check us out.
If you guys have areas that you want us to cover, I mean, that's what we're here for. We want to show you and, like, down and dirty, kind of, you be your feet on the ground. So if you're thinking about moving to Colorado, we want to be the people that you love, trust, and know, to be able to take you around the area so that you make a decision that you're proud of. So let us know if there's something that we can video for you. We have no problem doing that, or maybe we go into, you know, more depth on some of the ones we've already done. So just let us know. Send us a text, email, however you prefer.
Yeah, we love communicating with you. I mean, even if you have questions about the real estate, you want me to send you an area, like I said, I'm a licensed real estate agent here in Colorado, so any real estate information you need, we're there. Any questions you have about an area, we're there. Just give us a holler, and we'll be here for you guys. So have a good one. We love you.
Bye.